up to the last lecture, we already learned how the IUPAC names are given to the saturated hydrocarbon, that is alkane, in which there is only single bonds between the carbon-carbon atom. And we know that in alkane we number always the carbon atom from that side which have the nearest substituent. That is the main condition. After selection of the long chain, how will we do the numbering? From that carbon which have nearest substituent or branching, such as alkyl group. But in case of these IUPAC nomenclature of unsaturated hydrocarbons, that is alkene and alkynes, here also we have to select the longest chain containing maximum number of carbon atoms. But during selection of the longest chain, always select such longest chain which have double bond or triple bond in that chain first. See, there is double bond or triple bond, that chain is selected. But the numbering is done from that carbon atom in case of alkene and alkyne, in which the carbon-carbon double or triple bond is nearest, that is the locant, nearest, that is the lowest locant is near to the double or triple bond. There is no matter about the alkyl substituent. Though the alkyl substituent is nearest from suppose left hand side, but double bond is to the right hand side, then do not number the carbon atoms from the left hand side. Always number the carbon atom from that side which have nearest double or triple bond. That is the main condition. Now I show here the first example to give the IUPAC names. Now suppose I only change here, suppose on this carbon atom, instead of 2 hydrogen, let us show only 1 hydrogen and 1 of the methyl group on that. Now see how the numbering is given. I tell you, though the alkyl substituents is nearer to the, that is the left hand side, but if the double bond is nearer to the right hand side, then the number the carbon atom as the lowest locant from the right hand side, because double bond is nearer to the right hand side. So see here, the numbering is done from this, not this, though the alkyl group is near to this, because double bond is near to from this side. So this is the number 1 carbon, 2 carbon, 3 carbon, 4 number. If this is only alkane, single bonds are there, then from which side we have to number the carbon? From this left hand side, because this alkyl group is near to this. But as it contains double bond, so always number from that side where the double or triple bond is nearer. Remember that. So I select the longest continuous chain containing these double bonds. Here double bond on these 3. But though here is the alkyl substituent, I number from this side because double bond is nearer to this side. Now as in the longest chain there are the 4 carbon atoms, so it is the butene because double bond is there. But on the 3rd carbon there is methyl group. So the name of this alkene is 3-methyl and it is butene, but on 1st carbon atom there is the double bond. So write down in this way 3-methyl but write down only but, then 1, that is the 1 number of carbon containing double bond, and then write down the suffix ene. Remember that. In this way, the IUPAC name is given to this compound. This is the 3-methyl but ENE. Suppose the double bond is to this position will be there. Then it is the we always number from this side because the substituent is here nearer and this is the second. From this side also second, from this side also second. There will be the double bond. So that will become the 2-methyl but-2-ene. That compound will be thus. Do you understand? Always number, first rule is that after selection of the continuous chain containing double bond or triple bond, always number from that side where the double bond or triple bond are nearer. And if from both sides the double and triple bonds are on the same carbon, then see which side have the alkyl group, that is the substituent, and then number from that side. Now let us see again. Suppose we will see this compound first, number 5 here. Now see here, from this side, if I select this chain, longest continuous chain containing the double bond, then from this side if I number 1, 2, 3, 3 positions have the double bond. 3 number of the carbon atom have the double bond. Here also, if I number from this side 1, 2, 3 number have the double bond. Then what we have to do then? From which side we have to give the number to the carbon atom? Then see where is the alkyl group is nearest. From this side the alkyl group is 1, 2 on the third carbon atom. But if we give the numbering from this side 1, 2 on the second carbon atom, there is the alkyl group. So though the double bond is the same carbon atom from both the side, but then if such is the situation, then number the carbon atom from that side which have the nearest alkyl group. But first preference is what? For alkene and alkyne, always number from that side where the double or triple bond is nearest. But here what is there? From both the side double bonds are on the same carbon atom, third. So I number from this because alkyl group is here, left hand side, that is closer than the right hand side. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now what we are seeing here, on the second carbon and on the fourth carbon, they are the alkyl group and the name of that alkyl group is the methyl group, but they are two similar groups. So write down the number 2, 4. Then write down di because 2 methyl groups are there. Then methyl. And see here there are the totally 6 carbon atoms in a chain. So it is hexene. But which hexene? It is the hex 3-ene. What is this? 1, 2, 3. On the third carbon there is double bond. So it is hex 3-ene. Now this is the correct. That is the method of giving the IUPAC name to such alkyls or alkynes. Now let us see the second example. Now what we are seeing here? There are the triple bond. That means it is the alkyne. Parent that is compound is the alkyne. And as it contains 4 carbon atoms in a chain, so it is the butane. And number always this butane or alkyne also from that side which have the nearest triple bond. So this is the first carbon, 1, 2, 3 and 4. It is the butane. But which butane? It is but-1-ene. Remember that. It is but-1-ene. Why it is but-1-ene? Because the triple bond is on the first carbon atom. And write down the suffix -ene. Why? Because it is the triple bond. It have the triple bond. It is alkyne. So that is the name. Suppose this compound will be in this way. Suppose. Okay. CH triple bond C CH CH3 CH3. Now one hydrogen from the third carbon is replaced by this methyl group. Then do not number from this side. Remember, though this methyl group is nearest to this, always see where is the triple bond or double bond first. Now from this side, this is nearest. So always give the number 1, 2, 3 and 4 in this way, because we have to give the preference first to what? Double or triple bond. And then we will think about the alkyl group in case of alkene and alkyne. But in case of alkane, that is saturated hydrocarbon, what will we see? The substituent must be nearest into that. So this is the, now what is the name? As third carbon contain methyl. So this is 3-methyl, what? But 1-YNE. Okay. Because on the first carbon there is the triple bond, and in chain there are the 4 carbon atoms. So but 1-YNE. Such type of nomenclature. You can give the number 9 to this example. You can give. Now see, this is somewhat I draw here structure slight different, but don't matter. Now here double bond is shown in this way. But we have in our that is memory that always select such chain which have double or triple bond. So do not select this chain. You have to select this type 1, 2, 3, 4 or 1, 2, 3, 4. From both sides similar. But if here is the again one of these CH2, CH3 group is there, suppose, then we have to select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this will be the our substituent. Always select such chain which must contain double bond or triple bond into that. So I give the numbering from why this side, because double bond is nearest here. So suppose this is 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry 4, and this will give you 5 suppose. I only change the this structure by increasing one CH2 group. For your, that is the knowledge that always select maximum number of carbon atom chain and not the minimum number of carbon atom chain. Now here on the, see this is first carbon, on the second carbon which group is this? CH3CH2 means ethyl group. That is the ethyl. Now most of the student up to this not understand or cannot say which alkyl group is there. I give you the chart of the alkyl group. You must by orally know about the alkyl group. You can practice on slate or any rough pages, but you must identify the alkyl groups. Only one student say that this is the ethyl group. That is not fair. You all must have know about this ethyl group. So what is the name of this alkene then? On the second there is the ethyl group. So it is the 2-ethyl. And how many carbons in the chain? 5 carbons. So it is the pentene. But which pentene? Pent 1-ene. Yes. It is the pent 1-ene. That is the correct name, correct IUPAC name to this compound. Now such is the method of giving the IUPAC name. You must all have to, that is, you must all have to understand this, because in examination such type of examples will be there to identify or to write down the IUPAC names of the compounds, and the compounds are given in a mixture. Some of them may be alkane, some alkene, and some alkynes will be there in the examination. So you have to write the correct IUPAC name to that compound. Now first let us see this fourth example. We will see the 8th example later. Now this fourth example also is similar to that of the third example, because here triple bond is shown in this lower side. But we have to select such chain which contain the triple bond. So which chain we have to select? Now see here. If I give the numbering 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here 5 carbon atoms are there only in this chain. But if I go in this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. It contains 6 from the right side chain we have to select. Now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Why I do not select the straight chain? Because there is no triple bond. Triple bond is in this longest continuous chain. Remember student, do not give the number such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Always go in a straight chain, continuous carbon containing chain. Continuously there are the carbon atom. So this is the correct, that is the numbering of the carbon atoms. Now what is saying on this third carbon? Which group is this again? Ethyl. This is the ethyl group. So on the third carbon there is ethyl group. So 3 ethyl and there are the 6 carbon atoms. So it is the hexyl, but it is hex 1 vinyl. So the name is hex 1 vinyl. Now this is the correct IUPAC name to this compound. Remember. Now that is very important. Now see this 6 example again. Now here we are seeing the triple bond in the longest continuous chain. So it is the alkyne. Now if I give the numbering from this side 1 to third carbon have the triple bond. From this side also 1 to third carbon have the triple bond. But what we are seeing here, the substituent is from on the this second carbon from this side. So we have to give the numbering from the left hand side, because on both sides the carbon containing triple bond is third carbon. But here is the substituent. So give the numbering from this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 in this way. Now on the second carbon there is the methyl group. So 2 methyl, only one methyl group is there. So no matter about di or tri, because only one methyl group is there. And on third carbon there are the 6 carbons. So it is the hexyl, but it is the hex 3 vinyl. It is the hex 3 vinyl. Now this is the correct IUPAC name to this compound. Now let us see some more example. Sometimes there are diene also, or divinyl also. That means at the 2 different carbon atoms there will be the double bond, or at the 3 different carbon atoms there will be the triple bond. Divinyl or diene will be there. Then how the numbering is given and how the name of that IUPAC compound. Now first let us see this 7th example. Now in this 7th example we are seeing that there are the 2, that is the carbon atom, 2 different carbon atom where there are the double bonds now. At the 2 position, different position, there are the double bonds. But you always remember in your mind that number from that side which have nearest double bond. So here is numbering from this right side. Okay. So here is the 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Though there is the substituent on this 4th carbon, but still we have to number from this side because double bond is to that side first. Now in the chain there are the 5, that is the pent-diene. But which pent-diene? Now 1 and first and third carbon have the double bond. So it is 1, 3 pent-diene. Now see, this is the correct, that is the name to this alkene, because on the 1 and third position there is the double bond into that. So numbering may be given in the middle, not in the first. Now remember that numbering is given in the middle and not at the first. And only not write down the pent. Write down penta. Now this is the correct in this way. Penta-diene. Penta-diene means now 1 and 3 position there is double bond. So write down the that is numbers in the middle position. Because we are showing the 2 that means 2 double bond on first and third carbon atom. So diene. And it is when we have to give the IUPAC name to such unsaturated compound, that means alkene and alkynes, which contain more than one double bond, then at that time do not write only pent. If it is pentene, write down penta. If it is hexene, hexa. If it is butene, buta. And then write down the number and then write down how many double bonds. If 2, then diene. If 3, triene. If 4, tetraene. Now this rule is only for the such compound which contain more than one double or triple bond. That is rule of this A is there. Penta, hexa, this rule. Now let us see this 8th example now. It also contains the 2 triple bonds in the chain. Now from this side first carbon have the triple bond and from this side second carbon have the triple bond because this is hydrogen. This is the first carbon. So number from this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now this is the dihexyl. Okay. But which dihexyl is this? Now first carbon and fourth carbon contain the triple bond. So it is the hexa 1,4 divinyl. Remember that. This is the IUPAC name of this divinyl, dialkyl. Remember, now in this way there is the nomenclature of the unsaturated hydrocarbons. Now let us see how the names are given to the monocyclic hydrocarbons now. Now let us study about the IUPAC name of monocyclic hydrocarbons. Monocyclic means only one cycle or ring is there. They are also hydrocarbons. Now we are learning the IUPAC name of though they are the cyclic compound but they are somewhat alicyclic, not aromatic compound. That is carbon-carbon double bond, alternate carbon-carbon double bond as in benzene is not here. We are seeing only the that is the alicyclic monocyclic compounds nomenclature. Now see the first one. Now I show here this compound as CH2, CH2, CH2. That means this can be drawn in this way also as a triangle because we know that on this corner there is the carbon containing 2 hydrogen because 2 bonds are already there. So the carbon have the 2 bonds. Sorry, 2 hydrogen. So I show here 2 hydrogens on each carbon atom because the valency of carbon is 4. Now this is only propane, but this is cyclopropane because there is the ring. The ending carbon of the propane are joined to each other and form a triangular monocyclic ring. So it is the propane. This and this similar. This is also cyclopropane. This is also cyclopropane. Now this can show in this way also, square. Now we know that on the each corner there is the carbon containing 2 hydrogen atoms. So this and this is same. This is what then? Cyclobutane. Now only write the cyclo word and then write down the parent alkane name. Now this is what this will be? Cyclopentane. Because here is CH2, 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 CH2 is there. So this is the cyclopentane. Then what will be the name of this compound? Yes, this is not benzene. Remember that. Because in benzene only one hydrogen is there on the carbon atom and there are alternate double and single bonds. But here all the single bonds and every carbon contains 2 hydrogen. This can be drawn in this way also. This is also the cyclohexane. Cyclohexane, yes, correct. Now see this 5th number of example. Here is one double bond is there. So it is cyclohexene. En is there. Cyclohexene. Yes. And what is the name of this? Cyclopentene. Yes, cyclopentene. The name of this compound is cyclopentene. Now see such monocyclic rings which have the substituent, alkyl substituent. Now always number to this ring carbon from that side which have large alkyl group. Now this is the C2H5 means ethyl. C2H5 means ethyl group and CH3 means methyl group. Ethyl group is larger. So give the numbering from this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Always give the one number the larger alkyl group of that carbon which have the larger alkyl group. So it is 1 ethyl, again 3 methyl, and it is the cyclohexane. Correct? Cyclohexane. Okay. Now this is the correct name. Now see this compound. This is also cyclohexane. But what this? This is what? This CH2, CH3. That means ethyl group. As we show this in the, that is the bond line formula. This is the bond line formula. Now this is ethyl, and what these two? Two methyl group. Now remember the next rule to give the IUPAC name of the monocyclic. Always number from that carbon in such case which have two alkyl groups are there. If only two alkyl groups on the same carbon atom. If there are the two alkyl groups on different carbon atom, then give the numbering from the large alkyl group. Okay. But if on the same carbon atom there are the two alkyl groups, then give the numbering from that carbon. Though this is the larger group, ethyl group. So here numbering is from this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do not go in this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because the next alkyl group must be on the less or lowest carbon atom must be there. So always give the numbering from this side and not from this side. Why I give the number here 1? Because that carbon contains two alkyl groups. So the name of this is 1,1. What? Dimethyl. Because they are the two methyl group. They are the two different methyl group is shown in this way in the bond line formula. And this is ethyl group. So 3 ethyl, and it is the cyclohexane. So this is the name. Yes, very important. Now though it is the 3 ethyl, but write down first as 3 ethyl because alphabetically E come first, then 1,1 dimethyl, and then write down the cyclohexane. Yes, very important because alphabetically which alkyl group come first, give the name first, though the number is 3 of that. So it is the 3 ethyl 1,1 dimethyl cyclohexane. Now see this. This is what? Now these are the two methyl groups. Here is again carbon and here is again this bond. That means it is isopropyl group. Asa CH, CH3, CH3. Now this is the isopropyl group. You know that. This and this is same. This is bond line formula. This is isopropyl group. Remember that. This is isopropyl group. So the name of this compound is isopropyl cyclohexane. Because numbering is not required here. Because only one alkyl group. If there is only one alkyl group, do not give the numbering to the carbon of the ring. Okay. Now see this next compound. Here if the chain of carbon is larger than the monocyclic compound, then number in the chain, not in that. So this is suppose from this side 3rd, from this side 4th. So give numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now on 4th carbon there is this cyclopropane. So 3 cyclopropane, and what is the parent of bond. Now this is about the monocyclic hydrocarbons, their IUPAC names. Now tomorrow we will see the compounds having the monofunctional group or only one functional group, their IUPAC names. Propane. 3-cyclopropane because that is the cyclopropane. So the name is 3-cyclopropane. Triangle means cyclopropane. No matter. Remember the 10th number of example have the name 3-cyclopropane hexane, not only propane, because there is the cyclic monocyclic ring on the third carbon atom.